Okay. Okay, for Bob and Sam, you guys probably have never played a 2-dice-6 system. And the way you roll up a character is you have 18 attribute dice you can split between 6 different attributes. You have dexterity, perception, knowledge, strength, mechanical, and technical on your character sheet there. And you split your 18 dice between them. Okay? A minimum of 2 dice in something, maximum of 4 dice in something. That is like if you're going to make a pure strength test, that's what you're going to roll. You're going to roll 3 dice, 3-dice-6, or if you have 2-dice-6 or 4-dice-6, that's what you're going to roll to make that test. Okay. Once you got those distributed, you can take and distribute 12. Did I give you guys 12? I think I gave you 12 skill dice or 10. I better mute that here. Sorry about that.
Wait. 18. That's what you did. Because we split up 18 between all of these.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, yeah, 18 on the character, but on the skills. I think I gave you guys 12. So then once you got your attributes distributed, you can distribute to your skills, okay? If you don't have a skill, you have your whatever skill is it. So if you didn't have Blaster, you'd use your dexterity instead, okay? If you didn't have Bargain, you'd use your perception. To add skill dice, you simply add it on, like say your perception was 3 dice, and you wanted a skill dice and Bargain. Your Bargain would be 4 dice then. So you have 12 dice to split up, no more than 7 dice in one skill, in total. So like if you wanted to be a really good shot and you had 3 dice in dodge, you could add 3 more dice or 4 more dice into Blaster to have 7 dice of Blaster, even though you have 2 dice or 3 dice of dexterity.
Okay.
So and you simply spend those quickly. You don't have to kind of come up with a character background right now. What you are in the game right now is you are a member of. I gotta get all the paper in order. You are a member of the. No, that's the printout. It says it right there. Silent Waters Covert Stellar Operations.
Okay.
Their mission statement is to operate in the shadows, advancing strategic interests with precision, discretion, and unparalleled expertise through covert operations, intelligence acquisition, and influence. We aim to safeguard our clients' assets, power, and ambitions while maintaining absolute deniability. Driven by innovation and adaptability, we are the unseen force shaping the balance of power.
Okay.
So you guys are part of our Black Rock group.
Okay.
Okay. You are currently stationed on a planet called Lithira, which is in the old Cerebian consolidation, which went through a disastrous civil war and is now a bunch of what you'd call city-states on our planet, you know, except for their star systems and stuff like that. Lithira is one of them. Lithira is unique in that it produces an element that is pretty rare in the galaxy, used for space flight or quanta flight, and that's what makes this the Lithira valuable. And the Runian Drifa, one of the big polities in the galaxy, and the Galatian Imperium, another big polity in the galaxy, have taken an interest in the former Cerebian consolidation. They're trying to put their power and influence into the area. And Lithira is one of those hot points. And due to political reasons, they have come to an agreement that they're no longer they're going to be hands off on this planet. They're going to let the Lithirians decide what they're doing.
Okay.
And you guys have been hired by the Parsimal government of Lithiria to help them overthrow the government of. On Lithiria, you have Thractol, Ulef, which is a pretty neutral state, Parsimal, the collapsed states down here, and you have Spella and a bunch of minor states down here. In total, there's probably 60 or 70 polities on this planet. This planet, during the Cerebian during the Cerebian Civil War, got bombarded heavily, and there are ruined areas. And one of the heavy areas of bombardment was the collapsed states. Okay, we're talking planetary bombardment. So millions of people lost their lives during this, and so that's the world setting that you're in right now.
Okay.
Okay, you guys were deploying to planet. You got shot down coming on a course like this over the planet to come to Parsimol. Your craft got shot down. You crash landed in the Consolidated States. There was an intense moment of trying to survive. You found a local warlord that is willing to help you because he's being paid by by the Parsimol government to take you guys in, and that is currently where you're at.
Nice. I like your map projection.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a courtesy of, I forget which website. I think.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So.
I guess a quick question as well too. Is it okay if I'm a droid?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yes, that is absolutely fine.
Cool.
So, and here's kind of the galaxy, just an overview. I mean, not that it really matters, but there. So it's actually the colliding of two galaxies. A galaxy by about the Milky Way size, which is Pele Major, and Pele Minor. Pele Major is circling clockwise, and Pele Minor circling counterclockwise, and they have collided. And the area where it's collided and there's a conglomeration of these two galaxies is colloquially called the High Plateau. And the Cerebian consolidation is right, old Cerebia is right in here. The Galatian Imperium's here. The old core worlds are here. The Runian Dreef is here. This is Void Reach, which is kind of an ejecta area of stars from the two galaxies. And it's typically called the Void Reach. And it's a hard area to get to, but that's a different story. So that's kind of where you're at. You're on Letheria is here somewhere, and you were there. Parsimol is a proxy force basically for the Galatian Imperium, and Thractal is a proxy force for the Runian Dreefa. Okay, in their vying for control of the planet. So a lot of covert ops go on here externally, supporting the governments. You know, think of how our governments, you know, shittily support other governments, and shittily and not so shittily support other governments. Okay, and you guys are directly involved in that kind of action. So that's the campaign. As far as a droid goes, the only thing I would request, it's not a necessity, but if you could make it bipedal,
Okay, yeah,
kind of, you know, human sized, you know, we can work on that.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
Be a Gronk.
and if you want to be a droid, I'd allow you to go up to 5 strength. 5 determines how survivable you are.
All right. All
And
right.
that might include your armor, or we could say 4 strength, and you could put a dice in armor, or 2 dice in armor.
Okay.
You know, or 8 dice in armor. Yeah. That might be a better solution. You can go up to 4 dice strength, and then 1 dice in armor, and we'll just make an armor stat for you.
Put that in strength.
Yep.
Okay.
10 points per skill.
10 points. Okay, 10 points for skills. Excuse me. Well, if you guys want to take 2 more skill points, go ahead
Like
and
how
let them
like
go
I
as well.
divided up.
So,
And
like
you
4,
remind
3.
me, did you say that it
And
has
all
to
of
be,
these
we can add on
values
to what we
add up
have,
to
or it has to be
18.
All everything.
yeah, you can add on to what you have, or
Okay.
take something different. You can
And then
do whatever you
each
want
one
to
of
do. Sam, you
these
got all
adds up
this?
to
I think so.
12.
Yeah. So I'm looking at his sheet.
Okay, so,
yeah. So
correct me
just
if I'm wrong, it's 18,
so yeah,
however you want to
each
split it up.
individual
between
one
these.
is right.
And then 10,
and then
and
what-
10
what-
subject.
what- 12 skills.
Yeah,
10
when
subject.
you
yeah,
add
that's-
one, you know, like say you added 2 dice,
76
say you had 2 dice to
Yeah,
dexterity, and you wanted blaster,
Blaster.
4 dice, you'd add 2 dice to blaster.
Oh, so you would
Then you'd
have
have 4
7 is
dice.
the max.
Okay, I see. So you can actually add anything you wanted
That
to
seems about right.
here, right? Because you said 2 dice,
Right.
and then 2 dice to here.
Right,
But
which would
then-
be 4 dice and blaster.
4 dice of blaster.
Because your blaster, technically, if you don't have a skill, is going to be your dexterity.
Okay.
So if you add a dice, then
Yeah.
that's 1 above your dexterity. If
So
you add
but-
2 dice,
I did that right. I did
2
that.
dice above your
I can do whatever I want to, pretty
Right.
much,
Do whatever you want to.
on those. Okay.
You said we could add 2 more, or you gave us skill points from last time too?
Yeah, we'll just go, we'll throw the skill points away, and for your skills, I'll give you 2 dice. that you can split up. That makes it easy. That way there's no counting on skill points.
You should have checked our work after we were done to make sure.
I'm not too worried about it. You all die the same. I mean,
So
you survive the same.
We get 18 dice.
If we die, we die.
Yeah, let's see.
I didn't know you were, what is his name?
Dolph Lundgren?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I knew it, and then as soon as I went to go say, I didn't know you were role playing in Dolph.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I said I didn't know, gone.
Went away.
So you're playing as Dolph?
Sure. No, not exactly. Not unless Dolph has a drug problem.
Huh?
He might have.
Some-
He's probably
some-
on steroids.
In
He
some
was a
universe, he
juicer,
might.
right?
There you go.
No, Rocky 4 was on some streaming service. No, not a sponsor. Are we doing that on this stream too?
That's just like our theme, I think.
Yeah,
Just like-
forever. And I seriously watched it like over and over while I built all these dice towers. Like it was just because I didn't have to pay attention to it. It was just something that was on, and I knew exactly what was happening in every scene, and I could work on things. So it was kind of a fun little waste of time.
That's Blue Mountain
Brought to you
State
by
for
Carl's
Rachel's
Jr.
night. Not really though. That's Blue Mountain State for Rachel and I. We'll just sit there and like if we're like we don't want to think about what we're watching.
Yeah.
We've watched it like 15 times.
I have several movies like that it's just it can be background noise. Like it has to be. I don't have to pay attention to it. I can look up and know exactly what's happening. Like okay, we're back.
You've watched Blue Mountain State, right?
Oh, yes.
Have you seen it enough to like if you can make references to the show and stuff, right?
I used to be able to. It's
Okay.
faded.
Rachel and I have this ongoing debate. Her and I are on the same page, but we were having this debate with other people. Season 1 is the best season.
By far.
Okay. Someone told us that season 2 and 3 were way better than 1. It's like,
Not true.
absolutely not. They're good, but they're not nearly as good.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Fighting word.
The original idea, yeah, exactly. Them
The
fighting
first
words.
3 episodes of Blue Mountain State are
Go.
like the most iconic episodes.
Yes. I would agree.
But the finale, the last 2 episodes where they actually play a football game, also good.
Right? Yep. I do not disagree at all.
We have the dancers upstairs supplying the realistic battle sound effects.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because he was talking about the bombardment. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Sam, could you slide a little bit to your left? Your cat is right in the shot.
How's that?
Too tall.
Can't relate.
Right? You almost need to slouch or move to your left about a foot.
And a little bit. How's that?
That, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
And then as soon as you come, there you now you're peeking in, but not too bad at all. Thank you.
Yep.
And we just got to produce that line. It was great.
Just too tall.
So let me know when you guys have your skills allocated.
Did you add your 2 points?
You're done?
How much do we got?
Two
We got-
what?
then
He
we
gave
got-
us 2 more points.
2 extra points?
I
awesome.
think so.
Now we get skills, so how many we get? 10 skills?
12.
skills?
Okay,
After the 18 dice roll?
Knowing what I know from last.
I know why I was confused, because I was reading another system, trying to learn it. And
Okay.
in that one, you can't use skill points that you would gain. It's either you can't use them for something you already have. Oh, no. You have to like allocate a master skill at the beginning. And
Oh.
you can't use those to go higher. Like if you say 8 out of 10 or whatever, it's stuck at 8.
Okay.
You can't rank those up with everything underneath. It's like you couldn't do more in dexterity, but you could do more in blaster. As an example.
Right. Yeah, that's the way it is here. You can't go more in dexterity, but you can go more in blaster. So yeah, your blaster is actually like 3 dice.
Mhm.
That's 5, yeah.
Blaster's new thanks to those 2 extra points you gave us. Let's see.
What a kind game that's. There must be something on that horizon.
I figured it all shakes out in the end. Like Bob mentioned, it'd be interesting to do a session with no rules, no dice. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know how one would determine fairness if it came down to a really critical situation, but at the same time too, like,
right.
maybe never just go those stakes or just focus primarily on like storyline and stuff like that. I don't know if I could do that though.
I don't know if I could either.
Like running like a mystery mansion tour,
Yeah.
like scenario in your head or something like that.
Would there be like a general just repair, technological repair, but instead of computer, droid?
So droid I'm saying is kind of like your general.
Okay.
This would be your craft repair, you know, like
Okay, yeah.
like
Because you got Starship, I assume this is like what's like the operations on a Starship.
Repulsor ones have less like operations in atmosphere and stuff like
Okay,
that.
okay. I'm just gonna go with droid then.
And droid will kind of make a general, just technical.
Okay.
Computers will be more like computer programming and
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
Okay.
If that's all right with you guys.
Yep. Okay.
So
Leave that to me, because that's my high skill.
that is your forte.
Yes, sir. Actually, so are we picking up where we left off last time, or are you doing something completely different?
No, we're kind of picking up where we left off last time because you guys got, you guys made it to the Warlord's place. Well, this mission takes place after that.
'Kay.
So there's a little bit of continuity there.
I was gonna say, I had an idea of when we were in the compound.
What idea do you have?
What was gonna be, I didn't know what we were gonna be doing.
I can
so
read off your mission real quick, and then
if these guys are ready. Don't wanna get too ahead of these guys.
Sam, you ready?
Yep, ready, I guess ready as we're gonna be, let's put it that way.
Let's go around and quickly introduce our characters. If you don't have your background thought of yet, just introduce a name and what you're good at. We'll start with Dave.
Okay. My character's name is Orman. He is a human. Background, small-time spice runner / dealer. Something else kind of interesting about him, I guess. I wrote, lost left hand in a foolish bet with a low-level gangster. Spent a small fortune on a mechanical replacement with some special and specific upgrades.
Upgrades.
Bob?
I am a 6'3" refurbished Imperial security droid that's bipedal. I got pretty banged up and they sold me for scrap, but some entrepreneurs put me back together, and I don't resemble my original form, but I'm kind of upgraded, so they don't think I'm Imperial, but I am commonly referred to as the unit, as my moniker. And I'm good with technical, mechanical, and some guns and stuff like that. I can do security as well too, and translate some languages maybe.
Okay.
My language molecule.
Sam?
What?
You're walking.
Human,
Just like in real life.
num num.
Okay.
On General, just a over the red guy right now at the very moment. I'll have to come out with something a little bit better later on.
Yeah, and that's fine. Num Num in the other campaign we're running in the system, one guy is a Ewok named Yub Yub. And Zachary.
And Biltzain, or Bilt for short. I'm a droid repair / computer techno guy, known for my work in the security sectors. So getting you in or out of trouble security-wise when you wait. But also can repair some droids or some ship stuff. In Flash, yeah.
Okay. So, this is the start of it. The characters in the compound of Griff Haldick, a fat man of momentous appetites and fashion. He is a warlord with the independent control of the subterropolis of Oxium, an underground city that specializes in the mining, production, and shipment of lithium niobate. It is one of many in the area that survived the bombardment of Letheria and the downfall of the Cerebian consolidation. It has a population of approximately 1,000 workers with 250 troops and a like number of venerable ZF-05 combat droids produced by the now defunct Cerebian consolidation. The warlord group, remember Cerebia, is a violent consolidation of forces against Parsimul that have mostly been impotent until now. Through intercepts, it is suspected that the Runian Drifa Special Forces Squad is training and arming this violent group. Recon has shown that shuttles from Thractal have been operating at a high tempo to their main base of operations. It is this group that shot down the Hauling It cargo ship that the characters were on. The missile that brought the ship down was surmised to have been fired from the ruined Technocropolis of Aurulium, the known base of operations for this group. Due to political considerations, you will not be supplied with direct help from the Parsimul government or us. And as of this mission, you are a member of the Oxium forces. Your mission is to infiltrate the base and kidnap one Colonel Bazian Canor, a known Runian Drifa Special Forces officer. Barring that, grabbing a member of his team is acceptable. Bonuses are accordingly given. Your gracious host, Griff Haldrick, is to help you with any logistics and forces within his reason. We have arranged for your pickup from Griff's compound 4 days from now. Good luck. And with that transmission comes a data flash, which one of you with a handheld computer or your hand, you pull it up and it brings out this hollow projection, and it kind of goes through the city of, or the Technocropolis of, can't even remember my own names, I made it up. Aurulium. So it goes through the Technocropolis of Aurulium, and it sits on an archipelago out in the ocean off the west coast of the collapsed states, or east coast of the collapsed states, and you know, think of all the science fiction movies you've seen where you know you have domes of silver, you know, you have towers, and this city was beautiful and made across this placid area of the ocean, and during the bombardment it just got smashed, and now it's ruins. Okay, but people still live there, and a particular group of former citizens of, or they're still citizens of Lytheria, have taken over that area, and they are not friendly toward Parsimul because they see it as a Galatian Imperium proxy on the planet, and they don't want anything to do with the Galatian Imperium. They blame them for part of the downfall of the Cerebian consolidation, specifically for the bombardment of Lytheria. Now, whether or not that's true or not remains to be seen. But this group has a base in this ruined archipelago, this Technopolis, and it gives you it gives you a historical view of it, gives you current views of it. It kind of locates their base, or at least where the shuttles are going, and it's in an old starport that is partially ruined now. You know, like hangar doors, surface protection from hurricanes, stuff like that, no longer there. You know, beams and girders, but people they're using this as a base, and they suspect that it came from there. They also put on the map where they tracked the missile from, which is about a kilometer and a half north of that starport on this in this city, and they suspect it came from there. Okay, just tracking the trajectory back because they weren't able to track it till it got so high in the atmosphere, so that's your mission. How do you guys want to approach it? Sorry.
Blow stuff up?
We're currently still in the compound, correct? Like just pretty
Yes,
much.
you're currently in the compound.
Welcome there, like we're on good terms and everything.
You're welcome there as long as Parsimul and Silent Waters keeps on paying Griff Haldrick, because when he rescued you guys, he's getting good payment. You learn that his operations are based off from this lithium niobate, and think of him as as a warlord who has control of, like in our world, like a bunch of oil platforms, and he's making deals selling the oil. So he's a little magnate, a little fish in a really big pond, but he's has stuff at his disposal. So he comes up to you guys and he says, "Well, I guess you guys are here for a couple more days." Ah, and he rubs his belly. He says, anything you need, just ask me. Want some forces? Any logistics? We did manage to recover a fair amount of your cargo. Maybe about a fourth of it, but we did manage to recover it. So if there's anything you need, just let me know.
How far away are we from where we need to be?
Probably right around 50 kilometers.
So we need a vehicle.
That'd be helpful. I'm thinking, well, I feel like we should try to upgrade, either get a better vehicle than we had.
Than the one we stole.
Yeah. Well, no, we requisitioned.
Okay, liberated.
Haldred says, well, there's 2 ways into the archipelago, and I'm no friends with these guys, so, I'll help you out as much as you need to. You can either infiltrate through the water, okay, and we do have watercraft here, or the land, but land, there's really only 2 land bridges open to that archipelago right now. It might be harder to go that way, unless you guys could somehow pose as, traders there, but given your accents and I don't know if that's going to be possible.
Whatever do you mean?
As a robot, I'm not fond of water.
Yeah, way to throw a monkey wrench into it. However,
But any vehicle you need, I can supply it. If we supply a flying vehicle, you might run into surface-to-air missiles along the way. This whole area is rife with warlord groups. I'm one of the more powerful ones. He rubs his belly again.
What do you have in the way of armored transport?
I have some old Cerebian personnel carriers, repulsor lift craft. We have a couple tanks, but I kind of want to keep them. I don't know how that's. I mean, if you guys are planning to go head into this, that's not going to help you. I wouldn't go head into this.
Okay.
When you say via water, is it like jet ski, or are we talking like submarine? Skiff.
Well-
Sorry, skiff. Or
We don't have any
submarine.
underwater craft, but we could seal up one of the wave repulsors, and it should be fine.
Might. Sold, but
I mean,
But
wait,
we do have water repulsor craft. I mean,
It's like about
as long as I don't fall off, I should be able. I
somebody
should be
get-
okay. I do kind of like a tank, though. They didn't completely remove that from the table. Maybe as like a backup, like a last resort. Just be like,
Have a
maybe
backup
just have
tank.
it, on the sidelines or something like that.
so if you're thinking of a diversion attack too, I might be able to call some groups down there, offer them some money and some payments. There's things we can do.
So you're suggesting that a full-on frontal assault is not going to be successful, I guess?
No,
Okay.
and there's no point in wasting my men and droids on that.
And you're perfectly good tank.
Two
Perfect.
mostly.
I mean, they can seal up one of their, we could basically have a submersible, which means, if you're approached by sea, depending on if it's night or day, highly visible, but also it's an archipelago, so going by land, probably be just as visible. We want to infiltrate, maybe kill the submersible route, and also have a gang of people attacking on inland or something like that. So they're
we
looking
come in
over there.
underneath, and they're not looking our way.
Just throwing ideas out there. I don't know what the,
Do we have anybody that's
we don't have the other guy that was, I can't remember his name, but Shartan Yu. We don't have him to just send him out and be our spokesman. Unless anybody's got any kind of.
Chaton you.
Ooh,
He's French.
I've got con.
might be able to, lure these guys out and be like, hey, you know, we're here to make a trade or something. We just need something to trade them would be the idea.
Yeah, my
And infiltrate.
my bargain and con skills are kind of as well. So.
Yeah. Between the
Got-
two of
I
us?
got- Yeah, I got,
too.
I got.
What did
yeah.
everyone like? What is everyone's strengths here? Maybe we should go over that.
Uh,
Strengths is skills, I think you mean.
Oh, strengths.
Sorry,
I think-
strengths.
I think
Sorry,
strengths.
So like, what is your character best at? Like,
Uh,
essentially, like, where did you put your most of your dice?
Technical and perception.
Kind of put mine with mechanic, but I just did one beast riding, but then everything else is kind of like all over the place.
Okay.
Nice little pocket beast rider, though.
Yeah.
You never know when
You
you
never
need to
know you
jump.
need that.
Jump on a wampa.
The majority of mine were put in for like dexterity and perception.
Yeah, like,
Mainly in like bargain, con, gambling, being a criminal of sorts. So
I got weapons repair and some security. Like, I can't be stealthy, but once we get inside places, I can start messing with the security system.
I was
maybe.
just gonna say, I wonder if we could do something with that, because I also, I don't know if I
Master in it, but I have high skill in that. I wonder if, like, some way between the two of us, we could, like, take down their security system.
Right?
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would
once we
require-
get on the inside and get access, then we could probably start messing with some systems as well too there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so land or sea.
I think C
I'm thinking C.
would be the easiest to get in. It sounds like.
Anybody got any?
Is there, is that like, with beaches, or is there high cliffs or anything we need to worry about once we get to the?
That's very good. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I'm also. I think we should do the C thing, but also do the diversion.
Yeah,
To
okay.
bring guys
Different guys out.
I'm sure we're gonna have to deal with some people there still.
Sure.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
say everybody,
Mm-hmm.
But just, you know, create a diversion off to the whatever direction. Set. And we need to get in and do what?
We're trying to capture Colonel. I don't know if I spelled this right.
Biltzain
Biltzain Nomard.
So it's a
Close?
get in, grab a guy, and get out.
Bossian Konar, yeah.
Bazian Konar.
Cannour.
So we're gonna need some some
So
security to find
there
where it is.
there are beaches and stuff here. Here's kind of a map of it, and you can think of it, so part of it is like part of this is built out over in an island that was here, and there's pylons and stuff under it. So in some parts you could get a craft even under the city. Okay. And in other areas like where these villages are at, are nice beachy areas where they left kind of natural. But anywhere where like, so there's beaches on the north here, and these were really high-end places at one time. And then, but this whole area is, you know, they have pylons down in the sea. It's a platform over the former island. You know, there are parts of it that underneath meet up with the island. But you can, theoretically, if you go in by boat, you could get under the city, okay? And there's more to the map than that, but you can see I marked a couple of villages. There's a town called Pandu, kind of in the middle. And when I say town, I mean, you know, these are people who've staked their ruins or staked their settlements in technological ruins. You know, so you know, think of
Add that to your database unit.
Computing. Downloading. So theoretically, is there part of the base that Bossian is in that is accessible from beneath, that is extended out over the pillars, or is that more just the
yeah,
city?
you know, calling up the schematics that you guys were sent and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's and under there, of course, there's accesses and stuff like that, and you can see like under the starport, you know, there was access for watercraft at one time. I mean,
Okay.
direct access for watercraft. Whether or not that's still viable or not, but there's always maintenance hatches, maintenance platforms. I mean, you know, this is a nice piece of technology. It still need to be maintained. So even underneath the platform, it is accessible.
As far as loadout, is there some form of like laser drill that might be capable of going through a solid wall?
Laser drill, plasma torch, stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Can I request one of those?
Yep.
All right.
And, yeah, we'll take it to the shop, and actually they can fit it under your arm.
Nice.
Where, it just, and you can use it. And maybe your character was part of the Oxium forces already.
Okay.
Or, you know, maybe when the craft got hit, you got knocked out of it.
Okay.
But you could have already been down here.
All right.
But you are an independent droid. So, I mean, you know, you're not.
So
you
I
have-
could say no if
you don't
somebody
have-
asked me
you
to
don't-
do
You don't have
something.
control logic. You don't have, you know, think of the bounty hunter droids in Star Wars. I mean,
Okay.
you know, you have independent action.
All right.
You know,
We'll try and be somewhat. Not complete.
So submarine or watercraft in underneath, and then maybe get a diversion going so we can kind of get some of the baddies away from us.
Okay.
Any other supplies we might need as well too?
I'm thinking if we can get at least a couple. I know we can't get them
Just a
here,
live
but if we can
capture?
get- I would assume.
live, yes.
Okay.
I would think that maybe whoever's trying to go in, I think we both have good like speech work. We could see if we could sneak, not from him, but once we get there, sneak some uniforms so we could pose as
And
guards or
if
something.
if any of you have con, or I'd say con, you can make dice rolls to you know, mimic the local accent.
Okay.
And so if you guys wanted to go, you know, in disguise of locals, you absolutely could.
Okay.
Haldrick was just suspicious of your ability to do that, but you know, that is just because he's suspicious of it doesn't mean that you guys can't go that route. I mean,
Okay.
Do we need any to take maybe to put the guy we're kidnapping, like, to sleep or something? Like some medicine?
Like a sleep dart or something.
yeah, that'd probably be good.
There's not like a pocket carbonite infuser or something like that. Or what is Han infused in?
Carbonite.
Okay.
Well, so
Sneak it right.
Haldrick
Just
says,
rags
well, we
on
have these
chloroform?
old Cerebian
It's like a spray can.
special forces dart guns, basically, that and they you know, when they hit, they have a chance to put people to sleep, and the toxin is effective against 100 known species.
We'll take one. Or a couple.
Couple.
Yeah. Shot.
And if you need any blaster rifles, stuff like that, we have those. We have sniper rifles, we have silenced sniper blasters, we have,
Alright, so what do we want to pick up here? We got Dark, who's gonna write this down?
This might be a little tangential, but aren't Imperial blasters equipped with a stun function as well too? Besides just the laser?
they are, but like putting someone to sleep is pretty, you know,
So we got,
Like it probably hurts as much as you get knocked out or something like that. Is that what
it's probably pretty effective for keeping them out for a long time, where stuns traditionally keep them out for a short term.
Oh, okay.
He just keeps doing it.
What
Yeah,
if-
exactly.
Blam!
This might get a little complicated. What if we sneak in as a couple guards, get this guy and say, "Sir, we need your attention over here." Like lead him somewhere, knock him out, get him on our vehicle. That way
How
we may
big
not.
is the, how many troops are stationed here? Was that 250 or was that?
Now remember, once you get in there, they probably have computer systems too and stuff like that. And
I was just curious how
so
big
you can
is,
maybe get a lay of the land, or you can find some technician, you know.
how, I guess, in the case where we do, or people do disguise themselves as personnel, I was just wondering what the total personnel there was. Where like he would maybe not remember everybody by face potentially or not, depending on the size.
The estimate of the number of troops there is, or trainees, is approximately 1,000.
Okay,
Perfect.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
good then.
Yeah.
Unless this guy has like,
Plus, then there's, of
Smart
course,
ship.
every base is serviced by probably 5 times that number of service personnel for food, you know, everything else. I mean, just like in modern times, I mean, you have the tooth and tail, you know, so.
Pretty big joint, okay.
Yeah.
And we have 4 days. I guess what reconnaissance do we have? Do we know what part of the base he'll be in?
Well, so what you could do is you could get down there, and this is a ruined city. You know, so your first mission would be infiltrate, get a base, and, you know, I'd say, you know, scout.
Okay.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
All right.
yeah. So,
Who's
And
capable?
if
of,
you think I'm helping you too much as a DM, I
that's
mean,
fine.
I tend
This
to-
is great.
it just, yeah, with the 4 people, it kind of.
who's capable of piloting a submarine, or do we have someone who could drive us?
Anybody who has, why do I have one with your character? She's gonna have one right in front of you. If you have, repulsor lift operation under mechanical, otherwise you go off your mechanical.
Okay, I got 4 mechanical
Okay.
guys, so that might.
I am no good at
You're our pilot.
So I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna be pilot.
We're gonna call you Captain Num Num.
Captain Num Num. That's kind of funny. Yub is also a pilot.
Captain.
Okay, so then we got the dart gun, right? Two dart guns.
Yep.
Okay. We still had some blasters and some equipment that we got from the ship, so whatever is left that you guys want to pick up to use.
Okay, so-
I'm okay with what I got, I guess. Unless you had some silencers. Would that equip on a light blaster?
Yeah, they can equip any of those.
I like that. That's cool.
I'm gonna take one of those. I'm gonna take that sleeping.
Some of the other
Gun.
things you may want to take is encrypted comm equipment, which you guys already have. I mean, you can program that into the droid, but as far as the communications go.
Okay.
And you can easily pick up something and pick up within a 50-kilometer radius for interpersonal.
Do I still have my small drone that I can?
There's lots of drones, yeah.
Okay, I still have.
Do we need the
And I
sleep
think
guns
about the
yet?
way we'd
Since
handle
we're
the
just
drone,
doing.
If it's not
recon
shot
work?
out of there or observed,
Oh, we still, because we gotta have
um,
it with us.
That's a good
if you
point.
guys are in battle,
Oh, that's right, 'cause
it
I
will
thought for
feed
some reason
down
we were
to
coming
your
back.
rifles and give you a +1
Sleep gun.
shooting.
I got that. I got one of them.
If it, so you know,
Is
nothing
there a-
says someone's here like a drone in here.
Is
but-
there a bird disguise for my drone?
Oh, you know, that's a good question.
I mean, they have them now, all
Let's make a
birds
luck
have
roll
drones.
off on that, okay? Just a die 6 versus die 6. I got a 4.
I got 2.
Okay, so they don't have one, but you guys could make one, and if you get assistance from Haldrick, I'll give you a bonus dice for it.
Okay.
Portable plasma shield,
And
personal?
I'd say that would be under probably technical, I'd say, you said droid repair? Is there droid repair you have on there?
Yeah, you said that was kind of
Droid.
like
Yeah, I'd say
your,
droid repair.
Your general.
Yeah, I'd say that's general technical.
Okay.
We'll call it general technical, or, you know.
See how my model making is.
Did you add the extra dice from help from Haldrick?
I'm gonna do that again because I don't think I hit one in it. I didn't count them. Hit one in it. No, didn't.
Third time's charm.
Get that.
Fix it.
Oh, there it is. This might not be the best dice for these little tiny guys. Because there's a spot that they get stuck in. Sorry, I'm holding up the action.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
I was gonna say you could share this story.
I got this one. That's okay.
I have a dice tray and I put dice in the hope to keep it. No, take them out of there and roll them in there.
14.
Just like pan.
14.
14? Yeah, Hunter, well, that's a wonderful idea. Hey, maybe we could use that too. And he assigns 2 technicians to you guys within about 12 hours. So we'll just count hours, okay? So we're gonna take 12 hours for that. It's also in that 12 hours you guys are getting your equipment stuff together.
Yep.
If that sounds fair.
Yeah.
And we'll give you per day. We'll give you 16 hours of operation per day. How about that? Does that sound fine? So on the first day, you use 12 hours to prep. What other things do you guys want to do in your prep time? He's turned the drone into a seagull.
I'd like to see.
In the galaxy far, far away, another band of seagulls was born.
Do we have access to any of the computers and stuff there? Like on there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can I just look through stuff, see if I can find any more information that they didn't already give us? Just maybe see if I can find
Yeah, go ahead and make a computer roll.
some kind of just technical.
Yeah.
Just see if maybe I can find something that not that they didn't give us good information, just maybe something they forgot about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something that might help us.
I think you got it.
It's a lot of dice.
Oh, and you rolled a wild dice, 6, so you
Oh.
Yeah.
roll that
Okay.
again and then add it.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Sam.
I was
Dress
gonna say,
warm down here.
I didn't know how warm it would be down here.
Different color of dice.
31?
And if it rolls
31?
six,
Yeah.
you gotta roll it again.
And I'm trying to see if like any way, like maybe a back door in the place where it's like I'm just looking
Well,
for
so
anything.
actually,
Yeah,
you
really.
come across a, and this is in a repository of information that they've just downloaded from various sources pre-bombardment. Okay, and you come across a technical manual for hydraulics in that archipelago. Okay, and it has all sorts of schematics and diagrams of access tunnels and stuff like that. And it's all about maintaining hydraulic systems, for waves and stuff like that. But what it does also contain is all the access corridors underneath the thing, and the routing of the piping is as it used to be. Okay, including the starport and the area where the missile was launched from.
Sweet. I relay that to these guys. Poring over this computer.
Guys, guess what I found?
Give me some more yum.
Can I requisition like a personal portable plasma shield?
They don't have any.
No.
I haven't decided how we're going to do plasma shield in this game yet. So
That's fair. That's fair. Gotta throw it out.
end of content,
Is there anything we can
to be
use,
honest.
anything we can use for a flotation device for our metallic friend here?
Oh, I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
YOLO.
You haven't seen me roll.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the ship and see what I can learn from that and kind of look at the controls and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have technical at all? Which is formerly
I
droid
have
or
2D technical.
droid
so
quote?
I got 2D.
Okay. Is anybody helping with this who has some good technical?
I got some technical.
He's one of those.
What do you have for droid? Which is droid repair, which is going to be a generalized kind of technical.
That's
also.
4d6 total?
Yeah. So do you want to help with that?
Yeah, 4d6.
Well, I imagine it'd be more behoove you to do it. It's like I don't think that's gonna be watertight.
Oh, yeah, right.
You have more vested interest in making sure this thing works. Go ahead and make a roll. Oh Jesus! Everybody's rolling like they're wild dice. So
14.
So you add that in the total, roll it again, and add it again.
18?
18. Okay. And roll 2 more dice for the other technicians. So 18 plus
4? 22 total?
22 total.
Yep.
Okay. So you were working on the drone during the first 4 hours or 12 hours. You're working on the craft. He's been doing the research, and you've been doing logistics then?
Logistics then, yeah, because I gotta know where I'm going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna need a. Yeah, you guys managed to craft and it was an old fishing luxury fishing yacht that you guys repulsor craft yacht for fishing that you guys managed to convert. So nice and streamlined. You guys put some of the Dura shielding on there. You got some plasma shielding on it. Pat.
That's where it went.
And you think it should be fairly good. It may not be fast, but
Sure.
but you think it should be fairly good.
Okay.
So
Can I get a grappling hook as well, too? Does anybody else have one?
I do.
Okay.
Gotta have a
Any other
grappling.
supplies you guys can think of? Heart's Desire, Night Vision.
We got booster packs,
What?
jetpack, booster pack.
Yeah, you can get one.
I know the actual name is trademark, do you have a laser sword handy?
Let's roll luck roll.
Okay. 3.
Nope, no laser.
Can I look for a laser sword?
To your arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need
I mean, I
any
guess
health
I-
and medicine or stuff like that?
Oh shoot, maybe I can't have the booster pack, because I actually have a med pack that I picked up from our crash. It's got like enough supplies to help us out.
I suppose them laser swords are hard to come by.
Probably, yeah.
Gotta
So,
know a guy.
I will
who
take
knows
the
a
booster
guy.
pack away.
I mean, if you want to spend 6 hours of time, like snooping around, I'd give you a, what do you have? Why am I looking at your picture?
I don't know.
I have one right in front of me. I'd give you a con or bargain roll to see if you can track one down.
Okay. So I would add
So-
these together, right then. So 5.
Well, no, so like, you'd have 5 dice 6 in bargain, or 5 dice 6 in con, so it doesn't matter. So you'd roll 5 dice 6 to see if you can track one down. And I'd give you a 15 to track one down. And if you don't track it down, then we'll cut the time down to 3 hours.
It's okay. We'll
Next
save that
time.
for another time.
Yeah, is that jump with the shark if you.
Right.
How long?
Laser
is this,
sword.
Lasers.
How long is this trip with this makeshift?
50 kilometers, it'll probably be right around 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, so we'll have a little bit of prep time. We can kind of work on the ship too.
My luck, I cut
Personally,
my
they've
other
already-
arm off.
No, I'm saying like if we need any last minute preparation, we get it in time. We can.
So at the end of this 12 hours, you guys have modified a propulsor fishing yacht to be submersible. You've collected gear. You've researched the place and actually found an ancient maintenance manual on the hydraulics of that city. And you have and made disguised the recon drones as birds. And do you want to take more than one drone?
I got mine. Anyone else want one? I mean, can
if
I
you-
run
if you're
more?
if you're packing gear, you can just have it as a spare. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
you know.
sure.
So if you guys want to spare anything, you
Sure.
know,
Spare drone.
binoculars, whatever. I guess you might.
Thermal imager.
Yep.
All right.
Binoculars would be thermal imaging, IR, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Distance and stuff.
Good enough to go through walls. Heat signatures.
Probably not like the metal walls and stuff like that. I mean, but you know.
Do we all have a thing so if we get split up, we can all talk to each other still?
Yeah, you have comms.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You have comms.
Do these guys have any of the uniforms of the people that work there by chance? Like, if they get in a
They
scuffle
pilfered.
and take some?
Well, so you guys can dress as locals. Okay, they give you
Okay,
all
we
sorts of
don't-
clothing to dress
okay.
as locals if that's what you guys want. Body armor. If you guys take body armor, you can take light body armor at 1 die 6 or heavy body armor, which is very noticeable at 2 die 6.
1 die 6 body
Oh, so
And the 2 die 6 will give you a -1 die 6 to your dexterity skills.
so I already wrote that from the gear on the
I think you already
transport,
had
a plus
the
2 armor. Is that what that is? Then?
Well,
Is
no,
that-
this is a die 6 armor, so
Oh,
that's heavier than what
that's
you have.
better. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'll do a 1d6 armor.
Okay.
Those armor options applicable for droids. Or is that a different beast?
That's a different beast.
Okay.
I'd
That's
like
what
to
it
work-
kind of run. Yeah.
You already have armor.
I'm already chunky.
I'd like to work on plating him in Beskar.
We can for purposes of trademark, we'll say Duracar. So if you guys feel like you're
I
prepared.
think I hear Disney kicking in the building.
Call it Veclar instead.
Veclar. I like
Mickey Mouse
Veclar.
comes down the stairs with a gun. The hole.
You didn't pay the copyright for that, or the trademark for that.
Okay.
I think we're good, aren't we? I can't
You guys feel satisfied then
I think so.
with preparation?
think so.
Okay, so first phase is going to be infiltration then.
Okay.
I'm going to have you go ahead and Since you're piloting, no,
He is.
I'm
you're piloting,
piloting.
I'm gonna go ahead and have you make a piloting skill roll.
Okay, how much is that? How many do I?
However many dice you have in that. So if you have a 4 dice mechanical, but you don't have any piloting,
Yeah.
just roll 4 dice mechanical.
Okay, 4
And
dice.
one of your dice is always gonna be different than the other ones. So if you have 4 dice, like here, I would have 1 dice different.
Okay.
And if
gotcha.
you roll a 6 on that dice, you get a roll again and add it to the total.
Okay.
So that's your wild dice. You roll that every time you roll, from damage to saves to
Okay.
everything.
Okay. So 4 dice. Let's see. Looks like 14.
14?
14.
Okay. Yeah, actually, the seas are pretty calm. That goes rather well. Since you did the technical, I'm gonna have you make a technical skill roll on this. Droid.
Technical.
The unit, go ahead.
El Unito.
It's just
El Unito.
base technical.
If you have droid repair, then you can use that instead.
Okay. Ooh, that's not very good. 2, 6, 9, 10.
10.
We're sinking.
We made it
That's
all
what I
20
said.
minutes into the trip.
Oh, you're, so towards the end of the trip, so where are you guys, where's that map at? Where are you guys infiltrating? Where are you guys gonna land?
Oh, we're gonna go. Are we gonna land or we're gonna go underneath?
Yeah, we're gonna land underneath. I mean, just point on the map where you're gonna go, like, hey, we're gonna land.
I'm gonna close my eyes and have a little.
Village.
We're gonna come around the far side. I just close my eyes and put my finger down. You guys, we can talk about this.
I think our probably.
Do you wanna get immediately closer, or do you wanna be farther away? So work your way through the city.
We're starting
I
here.
guess with that roll, did we start sinking? Should we go for more immediate?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Where are we coming from here? Is that right?
Yeah, you're coming from up here.
Oh, okay. So I would say just straight on. That's my vote.
Just keep on going, straight in.
We're looking
That's
to base up
So
somewhere.
that's all
Yeah, I'm
beaches,
thinking
that's all
so.
beaches right here. It'd be pretty obvious as a submersible, if a submersible came up on it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's beach from here to
There, here. Yeah.
What about under this here? Is that a silo?
That. I think,
You could, so these are transport tubes leading to the other areas.
Okay.
This one is intact, this one's intact, these are broken.
Got it.
Can we? When you say broken, like
Like, so this transport tube is probably half a football field wide, okay? And, I mean, it's meant for, major arteries, and during the bombardment, I mean, like a section just got crushed, there's other sections that maybe got hit, stuff like that, so they're just, this huge broken roadway.
is that something we could utilize if they're broken and not being used? We could.
Could we like
set
park in
up?
here and go that way in?
So, having access to the maps of the
Yeah.
maintenance tunnels, I mean, there's plenty of maintenance spaces where you guys could set up a base of operations too. And there's plenty of ways to get under the platform to get to those, or above. I mean, you guys got a map of the maintenance tunnels and maintenance areas.
Okay.
So, really, I mean, anywhere you guys want to land, I mean, really.
I guess just towards like wherever the easiest access point is underneath the city.
Kind of in the middle there?
So over here, if you guys are approaching from this way, unless you go all the way around, because the island itself is probably kind of like that, the middle is solid, okay? So anywhere you approach, like right here would be good. There's lots of maintenance spaces with that there.
That sounds good.
That was, yeah.
That sounds like good plan there.
Okay, so maybe kind of under the tube, and you guys are going to access that there. Then. So you guys make it there. As you make it there, the pressure holes and the plasma shields are kind of a little bit. They're getting weaker. Okay. And you don't think you can survive much longer as far as like an underwater craft goes.
Sure.
Okay. and you guys manage to get onto the platform. Oh, were you approaching in day or night?
Night.
Night.
Okay. Go ahead and someone make a luck roll for you guys. I'm gonna have you roll 3 dice. I'm gonna roll 2. Whatever one of you want me to do.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'll do it.
Go for it. I got a 9.
As did I.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. So
I got a 9 with 3 dice though, so I think that means his was better.
no, it doesn't matter. It's all target numbers. So you guys, you're coming onto this pylon, and you can see under the city, or the pylons for the big roadway. You kind of go in there, and of course, just like on piers and stuff, they're all barnacle encrusted and everything like that. And even under the city, the kind of mega piers, and you're kind of angling for one. And when you surface, and you put the plasma shield down, you guys, open up to start kind of getting out. You see on the platform that you're floating nearby, you see around the platform someone has built a wooden walkway, with supports going down into the steel. Okay, how he has it in there, God knows, but it's a wooden walkway around there, and you can see he's in the dark, and there's some moonlight shining off the water, and a little bit of light gets in here. You can see this guy looks like he has something in his hand, and you guys are probably around half a football field away when you raise up. What do?
Dart him.
I think this guy's just out night fishing.
Well, do we have do we have that pair of binoculars and thermals? We can maybe see.
Yeah,
we can
zoom
see
in.
what's going on in his hands.
Yeah, it's a fishing rod,
Okay.
Oh.
and you can see you can tell that he sees something your way.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I say I'm in my head thinking we're still talking about this, but I'm thinking we can just tell him like, hey, what's the general's name that we're going after?
Colonel
Biltzain.
Bossian Konar.
Colonel
And
Konar.
remember that people in this archipelago, or this technopolity, technopolis, excuse me, are kind of loyal to the regime. I mean, there's a reason why they're set up on a base here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can sell him and be like, hey, we're coming on back from a secret mission that Konar sent us on,
Ooh.
and so like
Oh.
we're meant to be here. Don't worry about us.
As you were.
We took some damage coming in. That's why we're
So,
kind of making an
and your
emergency stop
landing
down
point
here.
is right on the pier that he's on, or
Okay.
on the pylon he's on. So you guys just motor up, get off, and say to him,
If we just act like this is we're supposed to be here.
Yep.
okay, that's a good idea.
Yep.
That's a good idea. That's not where I thought you were going.
Nope. Do I need to roll for it though?
Well, I assume since you told them, you guys can decide who has the best con skill.
Okay.
Um,
Who does have the best cards?
5d6.
That's what I have to do.
That's what you have too.
well, then it's your show because you came with the idea.
Yep.
Cool.
And I'll give you a +1 dice because it was a good idea.
Ooh, you roll that again.
Jeez, everybody's rolling the wild die tonight.
6.
That's awesome.
10.
It's fun when you see that.
This is the complete opposite of the kind of rolls we get on news, by the way.
That was a 5.
30.
Normally I'm ready to throw something
30.
by now.
So I get out. Don't mind us, or like I'm at the front of the group. Don't mind us. We're on a secret
Yeah, so,
mission. Don't be
you know,
telling anybody though.
After your last mission and the interrogation you had after that, you've kind of picked up on the local nuance of common galactic, around here, and you've been able to kind of mimic that, and you kind of do a perfect local accent and say, "Hey, we're on a mission for Colonel Kenor."
Val gave him
Yeah,
a
that
bad
guy.
name. But don't be telling anybody now. You can't. Nobody else can know about this.
Mum's the word, Governor.
Oh, that's what.
That's what we're going for right now. It might change by time.
I want to ask him how his fishing going. If he's caught anything.
Well, tonight I was catching some up until about 15 minutes ago, and then they all left. But I think it's because of your craft right there.
Sorry, friendo.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, she
Just,
just got us
want me
where we
to-
needed. Sorry about the fishing.
You want me to watch out for this? Keep it quiet on the down low?
For the,
Our
He's
watercraft?
pointing- He's pointing at the boat.
oh yeah.
Sure.
That'd be great.
So, no problem. Anything for you, you guys. You're making this place better. Pretty soon we'll take this back from all those partial dogs.
Damn right.
That's right. Do
Agreed.
you mind if we take table talk? Like, how long would it take us to maybe fix it up so if we need to use it, just back out? Because I know we're on.
Depending
I know
on
we're
how
using
good the
hours.
person with the technical rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to try to fix it up while we're here since we're kind of.
Let's set up shop. I mean, I think we got our boat docked for now. We could probably do some,
Do some setup. and-
yeah, do some recon. I can also work on that while everybody else is kind
You
of.
mind if we keep old Seamus here while we fix it up? Gonna get in the way any more of your fishing, or?
Yeah, it's off now. I don't think it'll be sending yet. I think it'll be fine.
All right. Unit, please proceed to fix the
For some
mistake you
reason, it's
made.
a mixed British, Australian, and other accents. But
Chip.
okay. So on your map, what skill would I say this would be? Who has the best hide sneak in the party?
I've got 60.
You got 6 dice in it?
6 dice.
Oh wow.
For hide sneak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, you roll. And since you have the technical knowledge with that too, add a dice.
Anybody got a dice I can borrow? That'll work. That one matches.
I was gonna say.
And you got to have a match, otherwise you get pissed and roll.
Otherwise, it don't work right.
Let's see. 6, 11, 23, 26.
26. Okay.
Right? Yeah, sorry. I had to make sure that I threw my other dice in there.
Yeah. You guys managed to actually find a, well, not maintained, but unobstructed from the bombardment maintenance area, and think of a maker space on steroids. Okay, this is where they have to manufacture parts and stuff like that. Well, all the equipment's defunct and stuff like that, and has been defunct for a number of years. But you find a nice area for a base of operations right near there, probably half a kilometer away.
Look at behind this wall of leaves.
Fairly defensible. Look at behind this wall of circuitry and pipes.
Guys, they hit a door here.
Does it still have power? Juice?
Yeah, there's low power in there.
Does it have any computer terminals or screens, interfaces? Okay.
Yep. You betcha.
Set up shop. Send out some birds.
Sure.
With the power, is there any kind of computer or terminals connected to an inside network in the city?
I can start checking. That's for
Well,
sure.
I was gonna say you or I can.
Oh, what's your? I don't even know. Technical. Pretty good technical, or
60.
Computer programming.
is it mechanical?
60, and then computer programming is +1, so 7 dice.
Oh yeah. You can have that all day, man.
Daytime he plays a computer technician. Nighttime he plays.
Yes, that's right.
I don't have many hobbies.
Uh,
Shut up, guys.
You'll start troubleshooting that.
Okay.
Anything else you guys are doing?
Are we like out of sight of the fisherman? Like we're far enough away? Like he's.
Yeah,
not
you're
concerned
like half a
anymore?
kilometer away from
Okay.
them, through corridors and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay. 'Cause I don't want him to be like, I thought they were on a secret mission. Now they're getting all sus in here. So okay, he can't see us.
Right.
Our secret mission took us here, buddy.
Yeah. You're not supposed to be.
Hush, hush. Fish
You
and chips and
start
all.
messing around with terminals. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Can I start salvaging for parts or anything that might be helpful in this shop, I guess?
What are you looking for? I mean, what, do you want to build something, or?
I don't know, yeah. I was just kind of going off of, I don't really have anything in mind,
Okay.
so.
I mean, so if you guys are thinking of defensive measures,
Okay.
there's probably about 4 entrances in this place, and you can start sealing some of those off. Or,
Okay.
You know, if you need to.
I'll start reinforcing. I'll
Okay.
leave one door open entrance, one door open exit, I guess, just so we always have a way out. Seal up 2 doors.
Okay.
I'll start working on
Get
that.
them working and programming your own passcodes and everything
Sure.
like that. Okay.
I'm feeling itchy. I'm gonna take a little bump of spice and start like resituating myself. Okay.
Okay.
Cayenne.
You have to just vicariously
Yeah.
somehow.
Okay. And the rest of you busy yourself with laying out supplies and stuff like that? Okay. Okay. While the time passes, go ahead and roll. And go ahead and make a droid technical
Okay.
roll.
Am I doing the computer programming roll?
Yep.
Can I borrow another dice from you? Thank you. Six, 11. 27.
27. Okay.
I shut the entire city down. Now all we gotta do is go find this guy.
Yeah, no, actually, this port, this part of the computer network, you see that they've hooked into the old communications network and stuff like that around the city. I mean, the various parts of the villages have, or villages, I mean, you know, so there is an operating network here, and getting into it, you find that it has the old Cerebian encryption and everything like that, which you've had plenty of time to get familiar with the manuals on that, and you're in their network. And you do find that you find some traffic and some evidence that like some manifests and stuff like that of larger cargo shipments coming in, of ship missiles, which are, you know, not supposed to be here by the agreement of the Rudian Drifa and the Galatian Imperium, and all sorts of small arms coming in. I mean, it looks like they're stocking up to start a war down here, or a campaign down here.
Can I get a copy of that file on my
Yeah.
head USB?
Yeah, you guys can copy all that. And with that, you see the base itself is you kind of get technical diagrams of it. The missile platform has about 20 personnel. It's in an old restaurant that sat up above. Think of a Spire restaurant. Okay, and down below that, there's all sorts of shops and stuff like that that's been taken over for this missile platform. And on top where the restaurant used to be is set up the missile platform. Okay, and so that is right here, and you know that there's about 20 personnel there, and again, that's about 1 or 2 kilometers to the north of the starport. Okay, and then in the starport, you kind of get a layout of it. You know, like here's the starport, and there's all sorts of. It's no longer a starport. It's more of a in-atmosphere craft. You know, think of an airport now. You know, for in-atmosphere craft. And although you do notice that there is docked there a ship with no Galatian Imperium nor Runian Drifa registrations. I mean, it's a ghost ship. It's parked there. Looks like a cargo hauler, kind of much like you guys were, except for or the ship was, except for it was made by the old Cerebian consolidation. Okay, but it is parked there, and it is tucked away such that flyovers and stuff like that will not detect it. Okay, so there's a StarCraft here, and you do see shuttles there. There's inventories of assault shuttles. So that's kind of concerning because assault shuttles are bad. And just judging by what like Haldrick, judging by what Haldrick had for forces, these guys, if they could probably take him out, okay? So there's enough equipment there. But you kind of get a general layout, and in one section, technical. So generally speaking, like the layout of this, here's the missile base. These are kind of like defense centers. So like these are access points into the starport. Okay, they're converted buildings and stuff like that, but these are the only access points into the starport, and they generally have like right around 10 troops each located there. And these are kind of like living areas or barracks areas and stuff like that. There's three of them, and these are a little bit more detailed than what they have. And you know, like this one, there's room for about 500 here, 500 here. Oh, you also find a technical staff like down here. Okay, but this one, just by the manifesto of going in and out, it's a lot smaller group. Lot smaller.
And this is all stuff that I dug up on the computer network?
Right.
Okay, is it possible, before we go too far, for me to send that back to Haldrick and say, hey, you might want to be aware of some of this?
Yeah.
This is like a,
Yeah.
like, and then are we able to communicate back with them to be
Yeah.
like, if stuff goes sideways,
Yeah.
you may want to have guys ready in case this turns into
Maybe
all-out
that tank
brawl.
wasn't such a bad idea after all.
Is my map
No, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm
relay
doing
this
that.
data back to them.
With the message of like, hey, just be aware when we should brought like a flare gun or something, just to be like, if we pop a flare outside.
Well, I
we
mean,
might need to
you can
send
send
guys.
some squawks back. I mean, you know, it's not,
Oh,
like,
okay.
it's not like you don't have communication to them.
Okay. Well, I was just in case
Yeah.
somehow communication gets cut off. So might want to be on the lookout for a flare gun. I send all this back to them. Say, hey, FYI.
Okay.
Do we have any access to their internal comms through the network as well too? Do they use that as a?
Not through the network. This is just what's on their computer network.
Okay.
It's not what's on their comms network. But I mean, there's all sorts of comm signals going on.
Okay.
Which you guys can hack into that too.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta find a master term for it.
But that gave you a good overview of the starport area.
Do we know where Kenora is currently located, or is that something we kind of have to terse
Well,
out?
so like on that map with that question mark circle there.
Yeah.
So those bigger circles have a lot more people in them, you know, living areas, okay?
Mhm.
And this one is a technical area, these are troops, and this is a living area for a lot smaller group.
Okay.
Probably presumed he's in that
Um,
one. Or
And
at
like
least
some
has-
manifest food and stuff like that, you know, it's being fed better than
Okay.
the other areas down.
Okay.
VIP quarter.
Or if he's not necessarily living there, he's certainly doing business there.
I have processed that Kenor is probably living here.
Thank you, unit.
Thanks, unit. I figured that out 10 minutes ago, but all right.
You got it.
F you.
I calculated 80% probability they would be too.
Are we still gonna try to waltz in there all like?
Well, we're
look
dressed as
along
locals,
there?
right?
Everybody, well, except the unit, unless you're enclosed.
Kind of stick out like a, yeah, just put on like a hat.
Kind of stick out like a sore unit.
Hat and then a fake mustache.
Fake mustache.
I am no droid. I'm human like you are.
I have emotions.
I am happy.
I'm smiling now.
It's still, is it still
Executing.
night, or did
Smile.
we go into the next day yet?
Huh?
Is it still nighttime? I know we kind of spent some time somewhere in there.
So while he's researching that, is there anything else you guys want to do besides fortify then? I mean, I think we're at the kind of next action phase. I mean, deciding what you guys want to do, how you want to approach this. I mean, at this point, with the information you have, a stealth approach might work really good. I mean,
Yeah. The stealth approach.
I'm still thinking a fake out and grab.
I kind of like the fake out.
you know, with the access panels and stuff like that, and maintenance, you could pretty much pop up right near there.
Okay.
I think, if those corridors are still viable.
Or he's there where we think he is.
That's true. Are we able to get like any kind of, so you said this one over here is small.
Right.
Do we have any like IDs or people that we could get identification off them to be like, we're gonna try to be this guy in case we have to like use scanner cards
I
to
mean,
get
it's
anywhere?
Starport, they're dropping off a shitload of cargo. We could always.
That's
I
right.
mean, and there's any number of access areas you could probably pop up somewhere, you know, wait for a guy to walk by. Hi, I need your uniform. Yank.
Okay, so I mean, it's just fairly open. It's not like super secure. It's secure, but not like
The access point's given a lot of security, okay?
Right.
Which are those areas right here. But inside that perimeter, you know, it's probably just like any military base. I mean, if you
Okay.
got inside of it,
Yep.
you know, and they didn't spot you as a imposter.
I don't know.
You know, you
If
probably
you-
have pretty good movement.
If you got inside of it and acted like you belonged there.
Right. I mean, because even our modern military bases, you know, they have service personnel coming on there, cleaning and
That's what I mean, is like maybe we could just, maybe we wouldn't even have to work that hard, just like go find them and be like, we're taking your
but
stuff.
you have another way in. I mean, you have this access.
I keep forgetting we have that, yeah. Somehow we should cheat the system.
With our submarine?
No, I mean, because you guys are in the maintenance area down below the city.
Oh, okay.
You know, and that's down below the entire city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the city has to be maintained, and there's infrastructure there. You guys are in the infrastructure, which goes across the whole thing. Now, the corridors and stuff are still viable after bombardment, you know, that remains to be seen, but you guys could, you know, pretty much according to the old diagram, you know, there's a number of places you could pop up.
Okay.
So,
Do we
maintenance
know-
elevators and,
Do we know where we will pop up when we push that manhole open?
yeah, let's,
Can we like really pin it down?
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
you
say,
said
with
we
what
need
we
to
had
put
to
it
get
down.
in here, do we have any updated map that I pulled from my digging on the current network?
there's not a lot of, the current network is mostly about, mundane stuff, sanitation. I mean, but, and you did get into that, the network there of the military. I use that loosely because they're, you know, they're being trained by, you know, the Rudy and Darifa. I mean, you know, think of, you know, farmers and, you know, think of when we go down and train, you know, the Contras and stuff like that. You know, you're taking average citizens and you're trying to make soldiers out of them.
Sure.
So that whole area is kind of like that. It's a training base. They're training these people.
Mhm.
You know, they're getting them up to snuff.
So are there any corridors that lead to this question mark room?
You know, let's do 2d6 luck roll. Who wants to roll? Not him this time. Do you want me to roll randomly?
I'll roll.
Okay.
Okay.
And we can blame it on Sam.
You got it. So I got my one special dice and then.
Well, this will the luck roll be
Just
yeah.
whatever. Oop, just whatever.
Yeah.
The umbrella? If you don't want the.
I got totally average, a 7.
I have a 9.
A 9.
Got a 6 and a 3.
And the map.
It almost looks a little hungry.
Is that good?
It's supposed to be sci-fi E.
Really like, need it to be softer. Now it just looks like a full moon.
Werewolves was last time.
It's
Did we ever determine if they were from London, by the way?
Oh, from noobs?
Yeah.
So the X's indicate maintenance access areas.
Okay.
So there's that one which is near your target. There's one that actually goes right into the starport. There's one right near this barracks, and there's one right in what you guys think is a technical section.
Do we know how many guards are currently at the silo? How many?
20.
20 are stationed there? Okay. And that's the old restaurant. I was thinking if we need a distraction,
Blow
there's
it up.
probably quite a bit of noise we can make out of a
Missiles blowing.
silo that has just requisitioned quite an armament, and you kind of can't really hide it.
That's a good idea, because there are, weapons and ammunition storage are one thing, yeah, since he's brought it up.
I mean, can we strap a bomb to a bird?
To one of the drones.
Yeah.
So there are definitely missiles. I'll put an M for or A for ammo storages. So there's one up there. You see there's 4 main warehouses for it, and they're marked with squares. And I marked the one with the A because that's even more destructive at the missile tower.
If we're running, if we're doing that route where we're gonna blow that up as a diversion, is that something that the other people could do from the
Oh, right.
compound?
Mm-hmm.
And then we go in and grab the kernel.
Yeah, you could
I mean,
ask.
if you took an extra day to communicate with them, that you need people down there, they'd have to get people down here.
And we're on day 3 then, right?
You're on day 2 of practice.
Well, we do got a robot that doesn't, an android that won't be doing too much,
I mean,
probably.
so there's a couple ways you could do it. You guys could go there yourselves, rig up something where you could just remote detonate it.
Okay.
Or you can call them down and have them do it, and provide some live action too, afterwards.
Because I wonder if
Um,
we risk being spotted if we're in there setting up a bomb and someone comes along
You
and,
do.
hey, what are you doing? Oh,
Mhm.
don't mind us.
The entire
do.
compound's on
You do.
high alert.
Whereas
yeah.
if someone else comes in to do the dirty work, that might go a little more, I wouldn't say unnoticed, but they're in conflict with these people, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm assuming there's some aggression that goes on back and forth. They make a move to blow this thing up. They might not even think we're having to do with this.
I just question if that would eventually bring out the big guy, or our target. So, would we have to change our plan
Well, it's
entirely?
time for Sleepy Gun.
Mhm.
Good point. I forgot we had that.
We basically have to create the distraction, and then when everybody leaves the start port, basically that's when we pop up, and we just deal with the minimal forces. Hopefully the commander doesn't.
And if he's a colonel, he's probably just sending people out.
True, I'm
He's
just
not
saying if it
exactly
becomes
front
problematic.
line of this thing.
Oh, here, hand me that too.
I'm just saying if it gets bad enough and it requires him to move somewhere, that might change our plan.
And also this.
So with a C, depending on how you look at it, in a bigger box, that's kind of like the command center, control center.
All right. And also, I mean, the
Oh, hand me it one more time.
missile base is only like 2 kilometers away from the starport. I don't know how much of a radius several missiles that have decimated the planet previously. We'd
The
probably
wedge
be in
there is the kind of hidden starship.
the ghost ship.
Yep.
All right, I like that. So I'm saying maybe don't blow stuff up, but maybe just set something on fire, or maybe make a small explosion to make them all feel threatened.
So we're not.
It's a direct approach, it's the best approach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I want explosion.
It's like some thieves do smash and grabs, which are pretty successful,
Mm-hmm.
And most plans, especially the plans like this, keep us at the stupid kiss.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I hope I'm not, I have my own thoughts on this stuff, sometimes it's hard as a DM not to
You should do this.
Well, because, you know, we're reading stories as we go along. It's like,
I'm still thinking we
You
should.
come across a tactical nuke.
well, I guess
Fire!
I would-
Fire!
forget
Fire!
them alive.
I mean, we got a droid that looks like a bird. Can we make a
I
bomb
mean,
that
I think
looks
you guys
like a
have a
fish?
lot of legitimate
Make a
plans
bomb that
floating
looks like a
around.
fish.
And just drop it on the place?
Yeah.
I'm still thinking
things off.
close to smash and grab, but I'm thinking maybe just send us, or all three of us, and then we can disguise ourselves and grab him.
All right.
Either sleep dart or do the other one that I had mentioned where it's like, hey, sir, we need you to come with us. Knock him out
I guess,
on
but-
that
I mean,
path.
and, you know, at the starport, you may not be too far out. I mean, of like obviousness, because there are other droids there.
Okay.
And some of them are cobbled together. I mean, you know, it's not like, you know, they have, they're being supplied by, you know, even if they're being supplied by the Rudian Reaper, they're getting secondhand,
Sure.
you know, secondhand equipment, much like the Ukrainians.
Well, also, how many different kinds of droids are there wandering around in every single set you've ever seen on a?
Right, right. I mean, you're not gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay.
You know, you could be,
Unless you're gold plated.
I'm wearing a mustache.
So, are we doing anything with
I don't think we would do
this
anything
ship
with
over here?
oh, maybe have like the big trucks and stuff like that, that have the, you know, hanging off their ball hitch.
Droid nuts?
You still have that droid, right? Can only you pilot that, or can somebody else pilot that?
I think anybody could pilot it. I just took it. It's
Mhm.
not like special to me or anything, except I dressed it up like a bird.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm wondering if we use that. Well, it might look a little weird trying to see that, but I'm wondering if we can use that drone to just scope out. what
Is
that
the
ship's doing.
starport supported on pillars as well too? Is this above the ocean?
Yeah, yeah. And
But
that's why there's an access hatch.
So it goes open space, then maintenance deck, then the starport level.
Yep.
Okay. How close are, like, I know these are accessing points from the maintenance level. Is there any place further down below that we can access? Like to make the quickest escape? Because I'm thinking just like use a torch and start making holes and stuff. So we can basically just drop down out onto the craft.
I don't need that.
Well, so as soon as you have a plan, you guys could do that, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's, you know, here's our plan. And matter of fact, if you wanted to, you could take the time and go through, because it's not like there's not maintenance, hallways and stuff underneath that entire area. Okay, it's just that you've identified the maintenance lifts and stuff like that. I mean, you know, for getting major equipment in and out, you know, the big area, you know, it's not like there's not a lot of other maintenance corridors and even access points where, you know, but yeah, you could sit there and say, hey, let's come up here and take like an extra 4 hours to cut your way through. And, you know,
Okay.
I mean, so that potentially you can even come up right into that area.
Yeah.
Now, you know, if anybody's around, you know,
Right, they might see the sparks flying.
Yeah.
What's going on?
what's that noise coming from that wall?
What do we think?
Well, it's just the rats.
I mean, we still got time, so we can always just go to the tunnels below the starport and kind of scope things out.
Scope
See-
it, point them out. And
Look for good exit points, and if we need to make a hole, we can work on that. I don't know how loud a plasma torch is. If it's come through like 2 feet of concrete, steel, something like that.
Yeah, this is
equivalent?
mostly steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's still possible with the plasma torch? It's probably not that loud, just like a plasma
It's just like
welder or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, the plate falling off might be pretty loud.
Yeah, right?
But, you know, you have pretty damn good strength where it's like, you can hold on
look,
to it before it falls.
look around, see what we can find, see what the easiest way to get in there would be, and see what maybe something else would pop up that way we can use as a distraction too in there.
So you guys are gonna do that?
Do we need maintenance disguises as well too? Would that be a good idea? Like if they just see random civilians underneath the maintenance tunnels?
Absolutely. And some of these maintenance rooms, you'll find ancient lockers, not ancient, old lockers with maintenance uniforms in there. Now, whether, but they're still the same maintenance uniforms, you know, remains to be seen.
It's an older maintenance uniform, so.
But it checks out.
But it checks out, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I got this maintenance uniform from my grandpa, damn it. He was maintenance here before you were
The
born.
rest of the maintenance, you know,
Well, he is now. He's a
ripped
maintenance
out,
droid.
you know, duct taped around.
Hydraulics.
I love the
repair drone.
idea of like costuming him and trying to.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't mind him. He's
A
got a
crappy
flair.
prosthetic face.
He's got a flair for costume.
We call him Private Gizmo. Apparently Inspector Gadget was taken, so.
This belittles us both.
Alright.
Go check it out, scope out
Yep.
the undergrounds.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys want to do that? You want to create a route up? Where's your route up?
From
Into the starport, like areas? I guess I was just gonna look at the tunnel to see, well, I guess, I wanna find the closest place that we can have up, probably these two, and see if there's a good way to go down through the maintenance floor, accessing the ocean beach below.
Pretty much, you're gonna cut your own way. The sky's the limit on where you want to come up.
Okay. I guess how far of a drop is it from the floor of the maintenance level to sea level? How much of a space gap is that?
Oh, from the bottom maintenance level, probably around 30 to 50 foot.
Okay. How would you potentially transport a prisoner down that far? I guess you could just drop them in the ocean. Well, it's in water. 30 to 50 feet, is that?
Well, I mean, if you guys get in there and you exit the same way, I mean.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's, maybe I'm thinking too hard about this.
Who's got the most strength?
Probably him, I think.
Could just put this guy over your shoulder and
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I would
I got pretty
assume.
good
I would
strength.
assume we're not gonna be able to we're not gonna cut a hole and then jump.
Yeah, exactly. We got a pool perfectly underneath him, so he drops through, like in a cartoon, and I catch him.
Hey, you guys want to do that?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna have, who's doing the welding, make the technical role. So either technical and then droid repair.
Okay.
would like be like
So like,
would it be demolition.
no, I think it'd be more technical. Well, it could be demolition too. I'd give you demolition droid repair, whoever has the highest, or who's ever doing it. I shouldn't say whoever has the highest.
3d6. I don't know. Unless you're good.
I
at
got
that.
46 in both of those.
Then why don't you do that?
Better than mine.
Whoa! Ouch, 8.
Oh.
It's 3 ones. I told you guys. Shouldn't roll.
Oh, you know, there are, Aegis points,
Oh.
which you can re-roll.
You gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
this
got
is
one,
like a
one
mulligan.
Aegis point, one fate point, like, fate point is like, that did not happen.
Okay.
But Aegis points is re-roll, so.
I just get one of each, Aegis and Fate.
Yep, yep,
That's a little bit better. 18.
18, okay.
I thought you were gonna say 8 again.
That's one better.
Worse. 4.
Fate point. That did not just happen. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot better. So where are you guys coming up on the map?
I kind of want to
You're
check
cutting
out this.
through here into the.
Do you want to?
And the farther away you are from the area where you think he's at, the more people you have to go through to get to him. And the
So-
closer you are to the area that he's at, the less people you have to go to get through.
So we
But I
think it,
also
the less
think
space.
like the more populated the area, they're gonna see the sparks flying from cutting through here too, right?
Could be.
so I'm guessing there because he could be anywhere in these 2 spots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, so that X right there is a maintenance.
That's just a
lift.
maintenance lift.
Right. So
So-
if you guys wanted to come up like outside of there, you know, it's not like that area doesn't have corridors into it. Okay, I mean, you know, this is a big freaking complex. I mean, you know, I'm just saying that's the area where he's at. It's not like there probably is not
Yeah,
access to it.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
There's like mechanical doors in between the starport and this.
Yeah, there's there's probably around 250 meters between there.
Okay.
I mean, you know, this is think of like the Death Star, okay? As far as corridors and stuff like that go, you know, like when you're in this whole area right here, you know, this isn't open. You know, the other levels too, you know, I mean, you know, this was a big frickin', you know, city,
Okay.
you know, so you think of corridors and stuff, and that area, you know, might have been a former command center, you know, it might have, but it has multiple access points to it, you know, or it might have been a former living area too. I mean, it's not like if you come out like in some, you know, obscure area, you know, that you know.
I was thinking, so if we can access the starport relatively safely, we don't really need disguises because there's different people in there. We could check out what kind of security door exists here. I was thinking potentially we could seal this off, lock it, and disable it, and then we could come in from the back way. That way, if they try and leave out the main way, they're blocked, and if anybody tries to get in the main way, they're blocked as well,
So you're
too.
talking about like fucking with their computer programs and changing the codes?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's
else
a
just
good
taking a
idea.
blaster and be like shooting the keypad.
Yeah, so you put a
automatically.
virus in the system before you guys start the ops?
Can we also check, if we go into this place in the starport, can we also like see what the status is of this
I
ship
kinda wanted
here?
to check out that ghost ship as well, too,
Yeah,
while
see
we're
what-
nearby.
See if that's a means of escape that we could utilize.
So is this what you guys are thinking? Is like you're gonna pop up either near or in those corridors, do a quick sweep of them, try finding them, and then unask the AO back to the starship and try stealing it, or?
I think someone should see what the status of the starship is.
The status of the starship, it's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Okay.
Okay. Did you find that out in your computer hack?
I sure did. Did I?
Fully functional starship.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to make sure.
Or is that kind of the plan you're looking at? It's like just going directly into his area, clearing it, see if he's in there. If he is, grab him, and then get back to the ship and go?
Yeah. Let's
haul ass.
It's
Okay.
too late to ask for like gas grenades, Nerf grenades. Cause I'm a robot. I could just gas the entire joint, walk in there, pick them up, walk out.
You
Well,
can just
that'll be
walk-
for next adventure.
You just
Okay.
walk in with the sleepy time gun too. And be like pew pew pew.
That's true. You get a pew. You get a pew.
How many rounds in the sleepy time gun?
Probably around 30.
Oh, I don't know.
And there's a number of clips and stuff like that.
I won't be back.
Alright.
Okay, so, you rolled an 18 for your technical roll there, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Okay, that actually goes off without a hitch.
Okay.
As planned.
And you guys get to an area, kind of an unused area of the starport that is kind of bombed out. I mean, in getting there was a little bit of a pain in the ass. You guys have lost 4 more hours, so like a day, 2.5.
Okay.
But you do manage to come into an area. It looks like it was probably at one time a hotel attached to Starport. And the hotel itself, in seeing that it is a hotel, okay, because your manual has had maintenance stuff. I mean, you know, and seeing this hotel, it looks like that this place is probably in that same big hotel complex.
Okay.
Okay, and kind of going towards that area, then you think of think of the. Have any of you ever been to the Luxor?
Yeah.
You know how you can be on those floors and you can look down across the whole thing. You know, except for it's not a pyramid; it's just kind of like a tube up. Okay, you guys are in kind of this section over here. Okay, and there's multiple wings to that. But coming out, you guys can see that there's a big open area.
Bottomless pit.
And if you sneak up enough, you can look down. You can see most of it's smashed, but you can definitely see a lot of power on the ground floor of what was this former hotel. And you can see some guards standing there, and what is now a blast door has been put in. Okay, but there's probably other ways into that area then too. I mean, through. I mean, depending on how they have it set up. But you think you found that area? It's down on the first floor. You guys came in a little bit, probably on the 5th or 6th floor. You know.
How many guards stationed outside the blast door?
Yeah, 4.
4?
Yep.
Could we lure some of them over and just, or we could just knock them out?
Or just take them out with the gun.
What we're
Or
gonna do with
sneak
the
dart?
computer, you guys mentioned something about.
Oh, are there any computers nearby that we can take a look at real quick? I guess I figured with it all being smashed, there was nothing there for that at this point.
Well, I mean, at this point, you guys, so before or after, were you guys gonna look at the computer stuff and see if you can like open, someone
I
mentioned
figured
open
before.
doors and, yeah. So, I mean, let's make our luck roll. I'm gonna roll 2 dice 6, you're gonna roll 1 dice 6. If there's an operating computer port anywhere near you.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Oh, so did I.
Oh, you win. You never look her, so.
Nice.
Actually, you do find a open port. It's a security station that is still has some power to it, and you plug into that, and you have access to the network.
Who left this security station here? I'll take that.
Okay, what are you gonna do then?
Are there any maps of the area, just like so we can get a
But, yeah,
specific
the
lay of
security
the
station
land?
has the whole thing
Okay.
in there. I mean,
I'm gonna-
it is ancient banks, okay?
Yep.
You know, plus then it's hooked in, because they've just hooked into that network.
Mhm.
too. But yeah, it's a security station. It has that stuff in there.
Okay.
I mean, obviously they've changed codes and stuff like that, so you'd have to hack into their system. Or you actually already have. So, you know, you could sit, now you have a full view of like all the doors and stuff like that.
Okay. So I want to relay that map to like these guys just so they have it with them. That map to get to him and what we need.
I want to ask him, is there any access to environmental controls in this area? Could you?
I was gonna start changing codes on the doors so only we
Okay.
could get in
Okay, that
and
works
lock
too.
people in and out.
I was thinking of
Yeah,
like.
so you'd have to remain up here.
Yeah,
to
I'll
do
stay
that.
here.
Okay.
And then, okay, I was thinking.
And we've got
like,
comms,
sure,
right?
sure.
Okay, so
Give us a corridor and then lock everyone else out?
yeah, I was gonna say I'll be like your eyes and ears essentially with the codes
So on
and
their
stuff.
word go, are you gonna try creating a block and everything, open up the main blast doors, or open up a side maintenance door for them to go around?
Just do like system-wide lockdown except for the doors that specifically.
That was
we
my
need.
thought, was just lock every, well,
Because he can send the map to you and says, hey, these doors are locked, here's how you get to the ship.
I'm envisioning like even like putting their dots like on this map, like here's where you are, you need to go this
Yeah.
way kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like
And then
waypoints.
here's like this guy, the guy that we're going after.
Well, we don't know where
at?
we
Yeah,
don't
you know
know
where-
exactly where he is.
Yeah,
We-
that's
we
But
know
like,
where we
but like
think
the
he is.
target idea,
Right.
like, hey,
Right.
like you're
This-
aiming for
yeah.
this. And then to his question, he asked about environmental controls. Is there any kind of
There is, but you're in atmosphere, I mean, if this is on a moon base or something, that might be pretty good thing, but, I mean.
You can
Is
raise
it
or lower
AC
the
and heat?
temperature a couple
Yeah,
degrees.
yeah, it's AC, yeah.
ooh? What's it like outside right now?
Balmy and warm.
So I'm thinking maybe.
I mean, you can shut the dehumidifiers down a little bit.
I was gonna say, I wondered if we can create a distraction of some sort for that.
That'd probably take a while.
It would. Well, we said day 2.5, right?
Yeah. You want to cut it close, you know?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah. System-wide lockdown. Ping you guys the map.
Okay.
Smash and grab.
Okay, so how do you guys want to do? Do you want to go through the blast door, or do you want to try to find the maintenance hallway and kind of go around that way?
Maintenance hallway, probably.
Okay.
Okay, more sneaky.
Back door?
Sneak back door.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, what time of day is
So that guy was night fishing, right? So we.
Yeah, and you guys have been in the city for probably, at this point, I'd say at least 24 hours.
With our setup and everything.
So on a 5 or on a 6, it's evening. Okay, 5 or 6, it's evening. It's during operations. So, okay, so you're gonna wait until they get down to main square. You're gonna lock that one, and you guys are gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can't wait to see how this goes.
Hmm?
I said, can't wait to see how this goes wrong.
So, in getting in there, make a computer skill roll. You guys make a sneak roll. And we can either do it, you each make one, or we just have the person with the lowest one kind of roll it. If you want to roll it individually, that's fine. If you just want one roll, that's fine too. So,
Computer, you said computer, so programming, the programming
yep,
one?
yep.
Got it, guys.
16.
That's not that bad.
17.
11, 10.
11, 10?
11, yeah.
Okay.
24.
You guys get in there, and let's. So, would you have waited for darkness? I guess I should ask.
We're here to do this thing.
Smash and grab.
Yep.
Because darkness probably has more of a chance of him being there.
I was gonna say, I figured this would be like 2 in the afternoon while stuff's
Yeah.
going on.
I would say there's nothing saying we can't just like sit there next to the door and wait till he walks in and then smack him on the back of the head.
Also
That's
true.
true.
There he is. He wasn't even expecting us. We're just like already in there waiting.
Well, and you could, I have an idea of how you can see if you want.
I'm there for it. He's coming.
Does he have any eyes on cameras or anything? Like, can he watch where people is? Do we even know what this guy looks like?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay. We don't.
Go ahead and make a computer roll.
We're just,
Another
we're just
one?
looking for the most
Yeah.
decorated guy in here.
Guy with the fanciest hat.
You'll have to get fairly high on this, so.
Stand up for it
Star
then.
Wars universe.
Right. Blow on those.
For what am I doing? I know I'm doing a computer roll, but like,
You're scanning cameras and stuff like that.
Okay.
And trying to hook in tracking.
2.
Okay. He is a computer expert.
28?
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Actually, you get him on camera. Right now, he's in the command center.
Okay.
You guys are down at the maintenance door.
He's right here.
You call the wait, or what do you want to do? He's in
Now-
the command center right now.
Can if he's on comms, is he also hacked into the comms of this whole place? And could he be like, Colonel, you're needed in your quarters, or
You know, with the rolls he's been rolling, I'm not going to even make him roll. He has 7 dice in it. Yes, he can do that.
Say, Colonel, we have a concubine waiting.
That's a good
in
idea.
your quarters."
Oh, man.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Are we in his quarters then? We managed to get in there?
Well, you're right
We're
outside.
working our
You're
way.
right outside. the
We're
area
talking
where-
talking
outside.
about this
Yeah.
right now.
And you can see that there's room for about 15, 20 people in there, and there's no cameras in there. Okay, but
Colonel, we have about 15 or 20 concubines in there for you.
Should I dress up in a wig now?
Wait, there's no camera in there?
no.
Did you ever
So
find
you
it
guys-
sexy
hold
when
on.
you put on a dress and played a girl unit?
They don't call me the
And you
unit
guys are
for
standing
nothing.
outside the door to get into this place?
Well, they were standing outside one of the maintenance stores.
Sure. But they don't know, they
By
don't
the way,
necessarily
that
know if
maintenance store
somebody's
you're standing
in
out
there.
Beside is sealed. Go ahead and make a technical. Whoever has the highest technical who's standing there wants to try to unseal it.
I have 2 to give to you.
But they don't know if somebody potentially is in there already. That's what I'm
9?
asking. I can't see in there, I can't say,
What's your
hey, there's a
technical?
couple people like guarding the place. There's,
There's people
on guard
guarding.
for people. Okay.
9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
You want these?
I don't want to taint them.
So when it comes to this maintenance door has been sealed, okay, and I guess before I should have made you roll that, I should say, do you guys want to go look for another one, or do you want to try to unseal this one?
Let's look for another one.
Yeah. We'll look for another one.
This one's
So
closed.
now, in giving you this information, if you want to re-roll,
Okay.
you can. Okay, I failed to communicate what was the scenario.
Blowing them.
Oh,
Switch 'em up.
that's always a good idea.
Yeah. 19?
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good enough to unseal and do it stealthily.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you have that unsealed. You have comms to the system, and you can hear it rattling across there. You know that the general chatter of the day, they're expecting another flight in. They have unloading people getting ready to move stuff. There's training going off at some place right now. The colonel's overseeing. You can see him communicating down, and he's probably, and he has an alternate communication channel. Like when he's communicating with the indigenous troops, okay, he's using their band, but he has a different type of communicator. You can see him communicating like he has two communicators there. He's communicating on this one, communicating on this one, and you know that there's several training operations going off on the mainland, right? Training operations, okay. And so you know that. So and if they are advisors, then that tells you that some advisors are out there and stuff like that.
Got it?
So what are you going to say over the intercom to get the colonel out of there?
And this is going to everybody? Or is it?
Everybody.
Well, this is
here.
gonna.
Oh, it's
Well,
sexy time
no,
for
you
the
could-
girl.
that's what I mean. Is
You,
like.
you could hack the channel there. What are you going to say?
Okay, so I'm going to send one directly to him to say, Colonel, the concubine that you ordered this afternoon is waiting in your quarters.
What is that?
Smoother than that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a con roll.
Okay.
That's better.
I'm going to roll 4 dice.
Okay.
That's going to be the target number.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I almost outed you for being dyslexic for a second time.
14?
Want to re-roll that.
Probably.
It's a DC 20 now, or target 20.
Okay.
'Cause that's what I rolled.
Got it.
That's due to
Bardic
professionalism,
shoot.
everything like that.
I used the wrong number of dice anyway. No, I did not. Sorry. I looked at-
What's your?
It's 5.
Okay.
I thought that the 2 was on the con. It's not.
Okay.
Ooh, even worse.
Oh.
12.
Okay. Who is this? I didn't order any concubine. Is one of my troops ordering a concubine?
Yes, sir. It's, I believe, for a celebration of yours.
God damn it! I didn't order anything like that. Who's responsible for this?
Your second in command.
Now let's just make a luck roll. Instead of him making it, he wants to make it. Oh. I'm gonna roll 2 dice 6. Someone's gonna roll 1 dice 6.
One.
So Sam, do you want to?
I'll just roll.
There we go.
Ooh, 11.
Well,
Yeah, if you roll 6, then I'll give you over that done.
4.
Okay. He gets on the other radio, and he's speaking Rudy and Drifa. He's saying some stuff. This. He didn't order any goddamn concubine. What the hell's going on here?
sir, we thought it would be fun to throw you a surprise party. I see it was your birthday's coming
Go make a con roll.
If you all roll all 6s, it is his.
Did you
birthday.
get this guy's bio when you?
Yeah,
backed
that's
in?
what I was going with.
Yeah, yeah. So his birthday isn't here.
It's a 4. I thought it was 5. 15?
15? You guys are getting me something for my birthday?
Yeah. Was that to me or was that to?
To you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a slow time right now. I know. I know we're all kind of busy. We're trying to get it done before your actual birthday hits because we know we got some big plans coming.
Like, it's that 3-breasted mutant from Total.
It's that real special one you were looking at the other day.
Oh, okay.
Three B's and all.
What, oh, well. Where's the birthday party after that?
Well, I can't tell you that, otherwise it wouldn't be a surprise.
Okay.
I've already given you too much, Colonel.
Okay. Well, thank you, and let me know when that's awesome. You guys are thinking about that.
So we're going to equip the unit with 3 rests.
So, so you said earlier that it was back in his quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You piqued his interest. It's like, well, that's kind of weird. I remember having fantasies about the 3 bead
The 3-bead.
Axorian women.
Her name's 3-bead too, even. That's weird.
Yeah, so he hands it off to another guy there, and he starts wandering back to the apartments.
He's on the way. I don't know how, but he's on the way. He bought.
So, in interest of time, we can wrap this up soon, because I think we wanted to have these about 2 hours.
2 hours.
You know, so we're a little bit over, but so we'll wrap this up in the next 10 minutes. We'll make it simple.
I'm very excited to see how this turns out.
So he says he's coming back to the apartment.
You guys got about 10 minutes.
I want to
got
go
a
in
long
there
walk.
and I want to lay across the bed. Take this and wait for him.
Okay, so you guys go through the access corridor.
Take the mustache off, unit.
No, I saved that for later. Oh.
So you guys are moving towards this area, and one soldier and one staff walk around the corner and see you guys. What's your action?
My reaction is, hey, how's it going, guys? Nice day, isn't it?
Okay?
I remain stoically silent in the back with
With your mustache?
my sleeping dart gun behind my back.
He
as
lets
I
off
do.
a nice little.
Just smile and wave.
Make a con roll. Oh, that's a way you could enhance that too, with your background.
Mine?
Yeah, I was saying, yeah. I was thinking of a way you could do that if you come up with it.
16.
16? Okay.
Enhance.
Enhance?
No, your background is you're a spice,
Oh,
you're a
spice
spice dealer,
dealer?
you're a spice bumper, and you
Yeah.
can be like,
You
hey,
guys coming back?
that's passed now.
Okay,
You guys coming back for some?
Okay, you got a
good?
16.
I'm not giving my spice away to just anybody that walks around the corner.
He's just sitting there.
That was a
full time.
14 difficulty. You got it.
Okay.
Okay, and it was a female staff and one of the soldiers. They're going, oh, carry on, and they keep on heading back. It was one of the cooks and one of the privates.
Like I said, you just act like you're supposed to be
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Put on a vest.
He
like
pulls
the
out
other
his
place.
clipboard.
Okay, yeah, you guys get in the room
Okay.
and you lay on the bed.
I radio to you guys. I can't see in the room. I can only see outside, so I can give you a heads up on that. But I can't see anything on the inside.
So he's laying seductively on the bed. I'm going to take a position next to the door. So when
Okay.
he walks in, he hopefully walks right by me expecting his birthday surprise. And
Are you-
won't even look over the corner.
Sam, what's your character doing?
Well, he's right next to the door, probably right behind him, and I'm probably gonna shut the door as as he comes walking in, and you can come up behind him.
Are you
Okay.
telling me this on the radio just so I'm also aware of the plan?
Well, we know that we know that you can't see him, so we're just like we're getting ready for him.
Okay, so when he says that unit's laying so seductively in the bed, I let out an audible.
Unit is on the bed. I am seductive.
Seductive
Here is me
protocol.
flirting.
Would you bang me? I would
Initiating
bang me.
flirting protocol.
Hello,
Do
sexy.
you come here often?
Okay. Well, he comes into the room, and let's just, so there's no initiative in the system. We just say we're going to do it, and we break that into segments. It's like you say, I'm going to move, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to do this. You know, so like, I assume he's going to walk in the room. Because he is a special forces soldier, he is very much alert at the moment of the door. He sees you guys, okay? His action is he's going to run, okay?
He shut the door.
and,
Jim.
and hit the door.
Okay.
So what's your action?
Open the door.
Well, I mean, so he's in the door, so your first action is.
Oh, he's running past
So his first action is, he's gonna move out of the door frame, shut the door.
into the room.
No, out of the room.
Okay, out of the room.
His first action is he's gonna exit the doorway,
Okay.
shut the door, and run. That's his 3 actions. What are yours? You can have as many actions as you want, but it costs you, so.
Yeah. So open the door.
Well, it's not closed yet at this point, because
Oh, it's still
you're standing right
closed.
next to it.
Okay.
It's opened. He's standing in the door. You're right here.
I will.
He's right here.
I
Or
will-
he's right here.
I will pop around the corner then, and I'll see if I can. Does my gun have a stun option?
Yeah. His has a sleep option.
But he's on the bed acting seductive, so he would at first
Well, I assume
have
he
to.
has weapon kind of.
You want to take a shot through the door as it's closing, or I can get out of it.
I'll just follow, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna run through the door and see if I can hit him with a stun blast.
Okay, that works. My first instinct would be to try to drag him in, but yours could work too.
Okay.
So you're gonna pop around the door, stun him.
Stun him.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna start getting up off the bed and start aiming my dart at the guy and slowly approaching them.
Okay, so you're not gonna fire this round, or if it's an opportunity to fire, you're gonna fire.
Oh, I can fire. I'm gonna fire.
So is
Okay.
that,
Sam?
I'm gonna try to drag him into the room.
Okay.
As after he.
Well, so he jumps in front of the doorway. You reach out your hand. You're gonna grab him.
Yep.
Okay, as he's firing into him.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Let's roll your 2 hit. Let's roll your 2 hit. And
Blaster?
Let's roll your brawling.
Okay.
so mine is my dexterity and blaster.
Mine is just dex.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 5d6.
I see him walk into the door, right? From not inside the room, but I can see him walking out, like.
Yeah.
as he-
You made him aware that oh, he's entered the compound.
Yep.
And then a little bit later,
Well,
he's at
preserve
his
that
door.
for
Right,
posterity.
right. Do I see? Is there like a camera outside his door
No,
before
there's
he
no
walks in?
cameras at all. inside
Luckily,
this
I
thing.
did a little.
Oh, okay, the whole area. I thought it was just like. in
No,
his-
no,
got
the
it,
whole
got it.
area, there's no cameras
Got it.
inside.
So I am in the dark. I've got nothing.
Right.
Got it.
You just hear whatever chatter they have, like, oh shit, but, and maybe you hear a blaster fire. What'd you roll?
21.
All right.
21.
And so when I do my special, when I roll a 6 on the special test, I can re-roll that one,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That's what I
Okay.
got to. 16.
Roll damage.
What do I roll
16.
for that?
Blast or 5 die.
16.
Yep.
Oh shit.
With your wild dice. Yep.
Okay. And I got. Oh my gosh! I think I incinerated. I incinerated.
Keep him alive.
Did you just kill
Did
me?
Okay. So he's
I think I forgot to put the stun setting on it.
he's gonna be double stunned. Right?
Very.
He's he's double stunned. What'd you get on your brawling?
I got a 16.
16. Okay.
Okay,
His-
just to see, I want to roll this again. Because right now
Okay.
I'm at 25. 27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He got a 16 for his dodge. That's not gonna.
I accidentally stunned his brain.
So he
Stomach
starts
so
trying to
hard
back
his mom
out.
fell
He's
asleep.
gonna close the door. You immediately reach around, you grab him, and you pull him into the muzzle of his stomach. And I mean, like, you guys have been stunned before. It hurts, okay? You know, but this one where it goes off like a couple inches from the midsection, right? I mean, this guy he totally collapses inwards, okay? Like not asleep, okay, but like, you know, he's been tased like the equivalent like 5 times, like directly at once.
I'm going to
And
get
you
on
said you were hitting the door then too. So
Yep,
you hit the door.
Yeah, we hit the
Okay.
door too. Yep.
get on the comm to Bilt and be like, medic.
Yeah, he's out, but you still may want to trank him.
Yeah, I missed on my first one, so I'm just going.
Oh,
up
what'd you
point
roll
blank.
on your roll? Like to hit?
9.
Oh,
The sleep dart.
9?
You are shooting from
You
a
guys
bed.
go ahead and make a free dodge roll. So yours is 4 die 6 and yours is
Exactly.
What was it?
I might be carrying
Dodge.
2 people out.
So it's dexterity or your dodge.
Okay, got it.
Oof. My apologies, Num, and
What's going on down there, guys? What the hell?
15. Okay, you had a 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a 5. No, wait, I had a 6. No, I can't count. 7.
We're carrying
Do
Num
you
Num
want
out
to
of here,
re-roll
too.
that?
Yes, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
And now watch me get better.
That's better.
12.
Well, okay. Yeah, you missed. The dart goes flying off, but if you get out of bed, he's laying on the floor. You can trank him, pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we have the cargo secured. What are you gonna start doing?
Remind me, you guys went in like the back maintenance
Right,
tunnel?
but you're gonna do something with the doors. Are you gonna start doing that plan, locking doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna start locking doors and allow you guys to make your way
Give us a
back.
route.
Okay.
Yep.
Make a computer hacking roll for the control lines on the ship.
On this ship?
Yep. No, on the ghost ship.
On the starship.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 10, that's right. 2, 10, 17, 25?
29? Okay, yeah, and you're able to unlock the ship. To cut it short, he locks all the personnel out. You guys might encounter 1 or 2 along the way, but it's not like, you know.
You stun them in the penis.
You guys get on the ship. He operates the controls. Make a piloting skill roll to get out of there. Because there is still a missile defense active.
Right.
8 and 13.
13.
We get shut
With
down again.
ease.
Yeah, I rolled like yes. Sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to.
You rolled a 9?
I thought I wrote that.
I think I rolled a 7.
Oh.
I pulled a unit.
No, you have enough consciousness
Guys,
and
pull it on your
pilot
unit.
ability. You know, like, hey, the last ship got shot down, and you decide to fly right above the water over the land and stick it like ground level, but like for people you pass, right? You see this, this 50, 60 foot long craft. Think of what a fighter jet like sits there and buzzes, buzzes the earth, So this is like 10 times as bad, right? This thing just whoosh, trees are going, and you guys make it back to the base with the film.
Nice.
So.
Sweet.
Piece of that.
Success.
I helped
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, I hope you guys felt like you all kind of had a good role to play. I know some of you had probably more of a role, and but I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that'll be the best tabletop get round I ever played. I don't think at this point I peaked. I think I have to quit now.